In this video, we'll look at the Candlesticks building blocks that are included in the WealthLab Candlesticks Extension. Let's click Building Blocks here to see a roster of building blocks available. The Candlestick building blocks will be found under Conditions in the Candlesticks folder. The Candlestick Extension includes 4 building blocks, each designed to handle a common candlestick-based decision. We'll go through each building block, explain what it does, and look at practical examples of how it can be used in a strategy. The first one we'll cover is the Candlestick Pattern building block. It simply resolves to true when a specified candlestick pattern is detected. Let's create a new building block strategy to put this into effect. I'm going to remove the 2 entry and exits here and create a shorting strategy. So I'm going to drag over the short at market block, and then I will cover the short position after, let's say, 3 bars. Since this is a shorting strategy, we want to get in and out quickly. Let's drag the candlestick pattern condition onto the short entry block. I'm going to use a candlestick pattern that I discovered using the candle miner while I mined the Dow 30 for 3-bar candlestick patterns. I named the pattern Bearish Doom. So this strategy will enter a short position whenever the Bearish Doom pattern is detected. Even though I mined the pattern from the Dow 30, I'm going to use the S&P 100 as the data set for this backtest. And we're going to give each position 50% of the equity, since this pattern is rarely detected. Let's run it on daily data from the year 2000 onward. The strategy returned 80% since the year 2000. What's nice to see here is that the equity curve is smooth and consistently profitable, especially for a shorting strategy, which tend to be more volatile. By adding a 5% profit target, this strategy can take advantage of sharp moves and reduce exposure rather than holding every trade for the full 3 bars. Let's add that by dragging another exit, cover at profit target, and let's change it to 5%. And let's run the strategy again and see the effect of that. Our profit doubled to 161%, and our equity curve looks even better. So this shows how mined or evolved candlestick patterns can be immediately put to work in strategies using building blocks. The next building block is the candle group block. Candle groups are defined in candlestick preferences. Let's quickly go to Preferences, Candlesticks. The groups are defined here in this section. Each group has a name followed by 1 or more pieces of text separated by semicolons. Any candlestick pattern whose name contains any one of these text pieces is considered part of that group. So the candle group block works by resolving to true if any candlestick pattern in the group matches. Notice how these candle groups available match the ones that we defined in preferences. Let's create a new building block strategy and drag over the candle group. And let's go long whenever a bullish candle is detected. And we'll just sell the next day. Let's test it on the Dow 30 at 10% of equity. Let's see if we change the group to bearish, how that impacts the result. Interestingly enough, bearish patterns actually performed better than so-called bullish ones. There could be a deeper lesson here that the candlestick extension is trying to teach us. The next building block detects whether a Heikin Ashi candle is black or white. Heikin Ashi candles are calculated differently from standard candlesticks. You can see them if you open up a chart and select Heikin Ashi as the chart style. The open and close values are smoothed using prior bars, which reduces noise and highlights trend direction. A white Heikin Ashi candle indicates upward pressure, while a black candle indicates downward pressure. This block allows you to incorporate Heikin Ashi trend confirmation directly into a strategy without manually calculating the bars. The final building block is not a candlestick pattern. This is useful when you want to explicitly exclude certain patterns from a strategy. For example, you might want to avoid entering trades on doji candles or other indecision patterns. By using this block, you can filter out those cases cleanly and explicitly. Together, these 4 building blocks give you flexible ways to include, group, confirm, or exclude candlestick behavior in strategies. They're designed to work with the pattern library, the candlestick evolver, and the candle miner, forming a complete workflow from discovery to execution. Watch the next video in this playlist to learn about another feature in WealthLab's Candlestick Extension.